Hello.
Hi.
And welcome to High June episode.
Hi, June.
Episode, what'd you say? 7?
7.
7.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 7. Crazy.
Yep.
Episode 7. We're about to hit 10. What are we going to do? Are we going to do something special for 10?
Probably not.
No? We should. We should do something
Maybe.
special for it because we'll be back home from our trip. We should do something fun.
Maybe we'll see.
But anyway, welcome to episode 7. We'll figure out 10 when we get there.
Lucky number 7.
Thanks for watching and listening to the previous ones. If you like this one, give a like, give a share, give a subscribe, give a follow to @HighJunePod on.
You already know at this
No,
point.
Twitter.
TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Gmail, Instagram, Google. What are all of them? You get the deal.
You said them all. Yeah, so do all that if you like this, and if not, fuck you.
Yeah,
I'm
goodbye.
No, but anyway, yeah, thanks. And enjoy this episode.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Why would you rather die than do this?
I just hate doing this.
You over it already? That was
Are we
quick.
recording?
Huh?
Are we recording?
Yeah.
Oh, awkward. Sorry, listeners.
I'm ready to go while you're still in bed. You know what I mean? You're stretching. I'm out there swinging a hammer.
Okay, Mr. is asleep while I'm up for hours every morning.
This episode
Okay.
is brought to you. No, actually, fuck you. You're not gonna get no promo. You give us money. It's Shiner Bog. Who fucking cares?
Buying or shock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Biner sock. Fun fact, Shinerbach is made in Shiner, Texas.
That's awesome news.
And Shiner, Texas, for a long time, many years, had a quite outstanding high school marching band.
Are you making this up?
I'm not making this up. Whenever you go there I don't know if it's still that way, clearly, because I'm not in high school anymore, but back when we would go to state or like marching competitions, Shiner was the one to beat.
And that's where Shiner's from?
Mm-hmm.
I thought the Shiner was from Germany.
It is a Texas beer. So yeah, whenever we went to state, first time in that school's history, the band went to state was our year.
Good job.
Cock. No, I'm just kidding. No, but for real, it was cool. Shiner was the one to beat. Maybe because all their it'd be cool if like the high school football team was like Shiner branded.
I don't know if that's appropriate.
Shiner, it's super not, but it's sick. It's good beer.
What do you have for us today?
What do I have for us today? Not much, man.
It's a good swallow, I heard.
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Did it come through? I don't know. What's first on the list today? Today, first order of business is what happened to me yesterday.
Oh, yes. Let them know.
Okay,
It's
so
horrible.
yesterday, what happened yesterday? Every time we sit down to do this and I'm like recapping what happened,
It's fine because
about
literally
the weekend, I can't fucking remember. It doesn't matter because
nobody
no one cares.
cares. So
But
it's fine.
anyway.
Except for me, I care.
Oh, you were running around, doing some thrifting. I did some running around. Tried to go to like 2 different stores that were both closed.
Yeah, I love that
or
for you.
closed within like 30 minutes of when I got there. So I went to this really sick video game store on South Lamar.
Yeah. What is it called? Video games?
Game Over.
Oh, okay.
It was actually really sick. This place called Game Over. There's a Sonic right next door when we go get our Sonic drinks. Every time I see that game store, and I'm like, fuck, that place looks cool. And it actually was really cool. They had sorry, sidebar. I thought it was just like a GameStop, but they had a bunch of like vintage shit. So they had like collector. I overheard this kid come in and buy a GameCube game.
Okay, vintage.
And he was not old enough to be alive when GameCubes were popping, or if he was, when was that? He was a child, like child.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, he's with the shit. Like he sourced the GameCube, came in with his mom to buy a game. It was really cute. Pretty sure I heard the guy that worked there ring him up and say it was $150. So
Is that bad or good?
That's insane. $150 game at all? A video game?
Oh, game.
So-
I thought you meant game box.
No, like the game. So like he went in there to get a game, and I'm pretty sure he said it was like over $100, which means he's like on some collector shit. So they have
God dang.
they have that kind of stuff there. But it was
Okay.
actually kind of cool because they had a bunch of stuff that I don't know anything about, I don't care about. But they had like old PlayStation 3s and like a wall of like PS3 games that I like.
PS3 is goated.
Yeah, it's sick. So like not only did they have all these copies of games, I remember like old Assassin's Creed. This is the nerdiest segment of this
Yeah, except
podcast.
this has
I
nothing
think
to do with what happened to you.
I'm getting to it. But they had like old titles that I played, but they had like 10 copies. So like if someone was like, I want to play whatever, you could go in there and
just get it.
rip it.
Should we buy a PlayStation?
I kind of thought about it and buying a Rock Band.
Yeah, we should do that.
We should buy Rock Band and we should I want to buy Skate.
I want to buy I need a PlayStation 1 so I can buy the Toy Story game.
Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have PlayStation 1s in there.
We should probably get it.
Isn't that fucking insane? Like I walked in there and they had like 3.
Goddamn. Okay, anyway, say what happened.
Okay, so I went and did that and I came home. I got myself a little treat. I got a drink and pickle fries.
Wait, you got pickle fries?
Yeah.
I didn't even get one.
You're out fucking gallivanting.
Okay.
So I came home and I was pulling in the driveway and I saw the judiciary van, which was sitting on the curb out that window.
You saw it?
Well, because every time. Okay, so it's dead right now. The battery's been dead for a while. Every time I pull into the driveway, I look at it because it's COVID. We haven't been touring. It just fucking sits there. I try to start it every now and then. Went a little too long without starting it at one point.
It's fine.
So it's dead. So every time I pull into the driveway, I look over there and I'm like, God damn it! Like I need to fucking go get a charger and whatever. So yesterday I was like, let me just pull over there and see if it'll do anything. So I pulled over there, hooked it up to my car, started my car. Didn't even try to start the van. I just sat in my car for like 20 minutes, just on TikTok, letting it charge in the AC. It was kind of sick. I was just chilling. And then I got out, tried the van. The electronics came on.
Perfect.
So like something's going on.
Charged.
It's just it just needs something to get it going. Let it sit for a minute. Tried again, nothing. Anyway, ended up giving up. I took the cables off, put them in my car. Went to shut the fucking hood of the van, shut it, and from across the street, I heard a dog yelping like it was dying. Yeah. Our neighbors across the street. I don't know what he needs. This happens frequently. But it is the most god-awful yelp.
Yeah, it sounds like it's hurt.
It sounds like it's hurt, like it's being attacked. Yeah. Like the first time we heard it, I ran out the front door, in my skivvies.
Yeah, we thought
I was ready to pull a dog. I thought I was about to pull a little teacup something out of a Doberman's mouth or something. I was ready.
But it just barks.
Barks like that. It's so annoying. So I slammed the door and I heard it. So I was like, I wonder if I can see what he's actually doing if I look over there right now. So I turned to look over there to see him, and I felt something hot on my arm and on my finger. My first place my brain went is that some sort of hot chemical,
like oil
or acid, something splashed out of the hood or whatever. I turned to my right, 10 plus wasps had come out of the grill. So I got stung on my middle finger. No way you can tell.
It was so swollen yesterday.
It's all swollen.
I cannot believe that happened to you.
And I got bit on the back of my arm and
you got stung.
Or stung. It hurts so fucking bad.
It hurts.
Yeah, it sucked. I'd only been stung by a wasp or a bee once in my life when I was literally 5 years old.
Yeah, I got stung once and I wanted to kill myself.
But then it was weird. I came in and washed my hand, washed it. It was fine. It was really weird. I put hot water and some soap and just scrubbed it and did it to the back of my arm and rinsed it and kind of just soaked it for a minute. At least it's swollen. You can still tell.
Yeah, it's still swollen.
But
at least you're not allergic to it because my dad's allergic to wasps and if he got stung, he would probably be dead.
Yeah, it's no fucking joke. So I declared a war on all wasps.
Yeah, and we have so many wasps.
I think it was my payback because we got some bug control done last week, just basic. Put a layer down, scare off the bugs and the bees. And so when you do that, they'll kind of come out in force for a little bit.
Yeah.
So there's this one spot on the back of the wall, on the back of the house, where the wasp that I assume had been evicted gather and sleep in this circle this big. There's 6 or 7 of them. And I saw it the other day and didn't do anything about it, but I went out there the other day and they were there and I took my shoe off and just killed 6 wasps in one hit. So I think that was my payback.
But you know what makes me worried is okay, so if they just came out of the grill, there's that many, who knows how big that nest is, isn't there?
I don't want to
Speaking of, if I can find pictures in our office right now where we sit, there's a window to our right, and a few months ago, maybe it was last summer.
It had been a while.
We had a tiny wasp nest, and it wasn't that big of a deal. We're whatever, we'll leave it alone. Wasps are annoying and hell and scary, but they're good for the environment. So we were let's just keep it, whatever. But it kept getting bigger and bigger, and bigger, and it got so
It was-
big.
it
It was
was-
like almost the size of a soccer ball.
It was fucking massive.
And Austin would like watch it out of because it's right next to his computer, and it got so big. And then at one point, the wasp. It was like the end of the wasp season, and apparently wasps get like more aggressive towards the end, and they were coming in the house, and it was horrible. I was so scared. Like, they were always just in our backyard, so I had to call an exterminator to come knock it down and like spray.
And the spray.
The spray is still on the window.
Still on the window. Yeah. I just never
But
cleaned it off.
I was fascinated. Anytime anyone would come over, I'd be like, "You have to come see the wasp
Come
nest."
look at the nest. It's fucking huge. Yeah, it was like a fun game.
I hope I can find pictures of it because it was absolutely insane.
It was fun to
Observe.
yeah, just I would sit at my desk and look out the window and just watch the wasps do their thing.
Yeah.
Kind of fun for a while. So
Speaking,
yeah, that's yeah.
I'm sorry for your loss.
It's okay.
I guess it's not a loss, but that
I'll be
reminds me. Backtracking about the game store.
Mm-hmm.
I had a Reddit notification show up on my phone that it has to do with that kind of. Well, not at all, but it has to do with PlayStations. So just here, minding my own business, Saturday, June 18th at 11:38 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And I get a notification from Reddit, and it says delivery company tosses PS5 over PS5. Let me start over. Delivery company tosses PS5 and fan over the gate without trying the bell. What would you do?
I would be so blind with rage.
I saw that and I was like, Austin would absolutely get his Glock out of the drawer and shoot.
Not only is it like you order anything that is that much money,
Yeah, that's annoying.
that's annoying, but like how scarce those are. You finally found one. Like they're so hard to find. I tried forever to find mine.
Yeah.
If I like saw the FedEx truck roll up and then he just tossed it, I'd be like,
Goodbye.
not only did you have to wait years to find that thing, and then you finally did, and you have to spend $500 to $600 on it, only for the fucking delivery dude to toss. I would be blind rage. I'd be so fucking mad.
Oh yeah, I would probably. I don't even know what I would do. I would be so
God,
mad
that's
because it's
fucking
got to be.
hell.
I mean, hopefully it didn't break. That's all I know. I didn't look
Yeah.
into the story at all. I just saw the notification.
Some of those delivery fellas ain't gonna be giving a fuck.
Those videos of them just throwing shit.
So funny.
Yeah, it's funny till it happens to you
Yeah, yeah, true.
and your PS5.
I like the ones where they like walk up to the door and like they didn't see the dog at first, and the dog scares the dog shit out of them. That shit's funny.
Oh well, I guess I guess I kind of do have I had an eventful weekend. Not really, but I was just telling you this is what happened to me this weekend. I was at Target yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about this earlier, but I was at Target yesterday and I was in line buying my things, like about to buy my things.
Mm-hmm.
And this lady walks up to me and she has like a bunch of clothes, like she's buying all these clothes. And I'm in line, obviously in line. I'm like right next to the little sliding door where you get like Cokes and water and whatever. And she walks up so close to me, like her stuff is touching me.
Mm.
And I like turn around and I'm like, what are you doing? I didn't say anything, but I just look at her kind of weird. And then she like I would scoot up a little bit more and she would like get closer to me. And I was like, this is pissing me all the way off. And then she proceeds to take her body and her children and her things, walk in front of me in line and drop her stuff on the little belt.
Kill.
And then she goes, were you in line? I was
No,
like,
no, bitch.
yes, I
Right.
was in line.
Why else would I be here?
Yeah, what am I doing? Just standing here?
Yeah.
And then she was like, oh, sorry. And I was like, cool. Literally shoot.
I don't know what's worse. Cutting or just like the general, like you said, she was like bumping into you and like all up on your shit.
Cutting is annoying, but I don't want you in my personal space. And she would not get out of it.
There's like, we were talking about this earlier. There's like very few things that make me more mad than people that just like just are so not not only self-aware, but like aware of just like where you're at, what's going on. Like when people are just like walking, like just like super in the way, like not paying attention,
Or
like
just, like,
walking
stopping.
really slowly, just like and don't do anything to like rip.
Yeah, whenever there's somebody, I feel like
You just please move. Like,
whenever somebody stops, just like in like a pathway,
mm-hmm.
I'm always yelling, what do
You'll just always be like, like, okay.
yeah, I'll be like, okay, but there was one time, what was I saying? I was like saying a phrase because this happens all the time. People just stop.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would just be like, bad place to stop or something like that. I don't remember what it was, but I was like, we got to do better. Like, with the walkway.
I think that's more annoying than cut. Because cutting is like rude, but I'd be like,
respect.
You need to get there faster than I do, clearly. Yeah.
But I was like, really? She was like, were you in line? I was like, what do you mean? You were just behind me in line.
You should have.
I thought I was a ghost. Like, I was invisible to this girl.
Should have taken out on her kids.
I should have just hit them.
Or say something really mean about them.
Yeah, like, your kids are stupid and ugly. They're never going to succeed in life.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. What else happened to me? I went to Uptown. Excuse me. I went to Uptown Cheapskate. Is that the word?
Cheapskate.
Cheapskate? That doesn't seem correct.
Cheapskate.
Cheapskate?
Yes.
Skate or scape?
Skate.
Okay, whatever. I went to Uptown Cheesesteak. For the first time ever in my life.
Hold on, what did you call that movie last night?
Manchester Oligarchies?
Yeah, we were watching Manchester by the Sea. And she looked down at her phone for a minute and then looked back up and was like, what is this movie called? Manchester Oligarchies? I was like, what the fuck?
I was close.
You pulled that? Not at all. Well, halfway there. Anyway.
Where was I? Oh yeah, I went to Uptown Cheesesteak for the first time.
You said cheesesteak.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's a bit now. All right, got it.
For the first time ever. And why am I sleeping on that store? Why?
Yeah, you said it was really dope.
It was amazing. I think we probably spent 3 hours in that store.
Is that the only place y'all went?
We didn't go anywhere else.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
You were gone for a while, and I thought maybe y'all were running around different places.
No, we went literally there and then to, where's that place we saw Eternal Champion?
Meanwhile?
Yeah, we went over there.
Oh, that's what you were talking. You said Meanwhile, and I was thinking about
Central Machine Works.
Yeah,
I did the same thing.
Yeah,
because I was telling I went with my friend, by the way, just not just random person. They're probably like, what? I went. Or she was like, we could go to Meanwhile, right? And I was
Brewing.
like, oh, they have these amazing like mezcal mules.
Yeah, you were thinking of Central.
And so we walk in there, and she was like, oh, didn't you say they have good mules? And I was like, no, because then I was like, wait, they don't have it, and I was like, no, and I was like, oh, this isn't what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, both places are really cool though.
What were we talking about?
Oh,
I was talking about Uptown Cheesecake.
Yeah.
I feel like my mind isn't running amok.
You were at Uptown Cheesecake.
Anyways, I was at Uptown Funk You Up. And if you have an Uptown Funk You Up in your city, you have to go. There were so many good things. It's a giant store. They had 1,000 pairs of outdoor voices leggings. You probably don't know what that is, but it's just like this nice store, like
doing things.
Yeah. Oh, really? Is that their thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
The hats,
so you're in the know.
Yes.
They had so many leggings. They had so many nice things. They had like Burberry coats and stuff. Like tons of vintage items. They have like everything labeled like designer product or new product or vintage product. So everything's like organized. Yeah. Prices were a little high, but I got 2 button-down shirts because, as you know, I'm a button-down shirt girly.
You really are.
It's my new brand. It's my new aesthetic. And if you haven't heard of it, you got to go. And that's my PSA. That's my 30 seconds for the girls.
We're always passing it. I've always wanted to go.
Yeah.
Glad to hear it was dope.
But if you do go, I don't know if they have them anywhere else, but if you do go, there's one on South Lamar, and it's kind of annoying because they have this giant painting on the side of a building on like Old Torf. That's like, you know what I'm talking about?
Uptown, yeah.
It says Uptown Cheesesteak, and it's not even close to where the building is.
Yeah, it's like down the road, right?
It's in the opposite direction.
Well, it's how
I drove because I was like, I know it's on South Lamar. So I, for some reason, like an idiot, drove to the freaking orange building, the painted building, and I was like, girl, this is not Uptown Cheesesteak. Yeah. So anyways, that's my PSA. You need to go there. They have a great things. Thank you.
Shout out Uptown Cheesesteak, Cheapskate,
Funk You Up.
Cheesecake, Funk You Up.
Period.
Cool.
Period.
I'll have to roll. I have the worst luck with thrift shopping like
Oh,
that.
I do too. And so I find 2 things, literally 2 button downs, a white one and a pink stripe one. Like I could find that at any store. And my friend spent $150.
Yeah.
She found everything in the store that was perfect. And I was like, I'm going to kill myself.
Shot.
But that's literally my luck with thrifting. I'm the worst at it.
Yeah, same.
But that's neither here nor there.
I just made a note, like, people like, this is like a common bit of conversation with people you don't like really know, or I feel like it's just kind of a mystery with like a lot of people. But like, what do we do for like work?
You know what? I feel like none of our friends know what I do because I think I was talking to somebody the other day. They're like, what do you do? And I've been friends with this person for a long time. I'm like, cool. You just don't care about me?
Yeah, I feel like, that's there's some truth in that. It's like even the people you're around all the time, it's like I know where they work and vaguely what they do, but like.
Okay, tell us what you do.
I just thought it was interesting. You go first. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry.
Okay, so I am a lawyer.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Oh, you are? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I forgot. Seriously, what do you do?
I work at a law office.
Yeah.
AKA I'm a lawyer. No, I work at a law office. I'm a legal assistant. I have absolutely no qualifications. I just applied and I was approved.
If you can do it, you know?
And I work at a law office. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say the name of it. I won't.
Yeah, just leave that out.
I basically do legal things.
Just you're an assistant to one of the like partners or whatever.
I'm an assistant to a lawyer.
Dope.
And it's very fun and I don't know why I said that. It's not that fun.
I was about to ask if you like it.
I do like it. Everybody there is super nice. I work with only like 4 or 5 people. Yeah. It's a small law firm.
That's kind of nice.
Everybody's very nice and it's just
how much do you make?
A job. Oh, okay. Yeah, I make $200,000.
I'm just kidding. That's funny. That's so rude.
No, let's be clear with our listeners about our
income,
our financial situation.
I'll link. I'll put a pay stub in the description. I'll put my social.
No, I make about $100,000 a year.
Sick. No, you
don't. No, you have to keep that in.
Okay.
Don't tell anybody that I don't.
Yeah. Okay.
I want people to think that I'm like making a lot of money.
You do. Okay. Cool. Well, then if people think you make a lot of money, then no one's gonna want to support us monetarily later down the line. Whenever.
Okay, but people support Joe Rogan.
True.
But anyways, so to sum it up, I'm a legal assistant at a law office. Goodbye.
Dope. And I am a copywriter. Which just means a writer, like a marketing writer.
Okay, cute.
For a long time, I did it at a like a small, like they call it like boutique-y, like small agency in Lubbock, where we're from. I worked there in Lubbock, and then after we moved, I worked there for a couple years.
Awesome.
Doing like writing for like any kind of marketing material for our clients. So like it could be social media, it could be video scripts, it could be digital ads. Real invigorating shit.
It sounds invigorating.
Now I do the same thing, but for an internal team at like a big accounting firm.
How much do you make?
I make it like $375,000 a year.
Yeah, so pretty much we're rich.
Yeah, super rich. But no, that's what we do. It's super fucking boring. Mm-hmm. What I do, really, at its core, but it's semi-creative. So
yeah, I'm sorry if any of y'all fell asleep.
We can cut that.
No, I'm just kidding. I just mean because like it's like, oh, when people ask me like, what do you do? I'm like, I'm a legal assistant, and they're just like, cool.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
That's not exciting.
But what would you do? What's your dream job?
That's a good way to look at it. That's a good fucking question too. I don't really know.
Okay.
Something creative. So I guess I am lucky to do that, right? Like I do something that I have to kind of stretch my creative muscles every day. So that's kind of nice. It can be really taxing, but dream job, I mean, something in entertainment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. If the universe allowed me to do music full time, I'd do music full time. Not really in that position, unfortunately, but if the universe let it be so, then I'd probably do that.
Please send your prayer warriors unite so that Austin can
have my Or act. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like on a big scale.
that'd be really cool.
Trying at both, but
Yeah.
probably something like that. What about you?
Well, I'm glad that you say that you would want to do.
I think this is something you had in your talking points. What you're about to say.
Okay. Well, no, I'm not gonna say it.
Go. What are you gonna say?
Your dream jobs coincide perfectly with what I would like to do.
And what's that?
Because if you were going to do music full time,
Mm-hmm.
or if you're going to act on the big screen, then I could be a stay-at-home wife.
That's what I saw in the notes.
You looked at my notes.
Yeah, I'm in the Discord too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know that this is hell and probably problematic, and like family members who are listening to this are probably like, cool. But I don't want to work. My dream job is not working. And I want to live a life of leisure.
And so you don't work, but what do you do in your time?
Anything I want.
Fair.
I want to get up in the morning, go on my hot girl walk, get a coffee, go to the gym, run some errands,
do exactly what you want.
Clean the house, like
that's your dream.
Yeah, I want to be a stay-at-home wife.
That's fair.
And, I don't think we've talked about this. Well, maybe on the first episode we ever filmed. But in this Austin and I had this conversation like months ago. And this is actually the reason why we started the podcast. Is because of this conversation. Remember?
Oh, because I think we mentioned it briefly in the first episode, but
nobody heard that.
But you didn't explicitly. No, we did in the one we put up.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think you explicitly said what I said.
No.
So let's cover that again. It's been a while.
Well, Austin and I were driving around, and I was just telling him I don't want to work, and I need him to make more money. And
yeah.
Oh, I'm just kidding. No, that's my dream job, is not having one and just like living, like doing what I want to do. Like if I wanted to work, I could, but I don't want to. Yeah. I want the option. I want it to be an option.
Right. But I've said before that depending on circumstance, if I was in a position to make egregious amounts of money that constituted only needing one income, then I wouldn't really put my nose up on it.
No.
Or nose up at it.
Yes.
Because.
Oh, because what?
Because I said that the assumption is that
I don't know where you're going with this.
Yes, you do. If usually people don't want to only have one income because that implies that the other person is lazy, right?
Yes.
That's when you would have a problem with it. How did I phrase that?
Yes. So Austin was telling me that it would be fine as long he would be okay with me being a stay-at-home wife and not working as long as I'm not laying on the floor. What was it?
You already ruined it.
What was it? Hold on, let's start over.
Shitting on the floor.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let me start over. Austin told me that it would be fine if I was a stay-at-home wife as long as I'm not shitting on the floor and eating chips off my
Yeah. Meaning being a lazy piece of shit.
That sentence literally had me screaming, crying.
That's what inspired the podcast, because we had a conversation and said some wild shit. And we were like, this would be funny to share.
Yeah,
but what I was trying to get at is that
I wouldn't be lazy.
You wouldn't take advantage.
No.
You already said you want to not have to work, so it will free up your time to be productive.
It would be beneficial for both of us.
And creative and just do the things that you want to do that being at work all day stops you from doing.
Exactly. And it would be beneficial for both of us because our house would be stunning. Yeah. It would be beautiful. It'd be clean. You would always have food.
Yeah.
It would be my dream. So that's my dream job.
Nice.
Goodbye.
Those work really well together.
I think it'd be perfect.
If we're going to obtain them, then...
Because if you're having your dream job, then it's not a job. And so then I don't have to feel bad about not working.
No, yeah. And in a perfect world, those dream jobs would pay some dollars.
Yeah, if you're an actor.
Jeez, imagine. That'd be fun. But anyway, yeah.
And that is our job situation.
Yeah, it's really exciting shit. What else do you have?
I love these segues. You're perfect at them. I love this organic conversation flow.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of jobs, though.
What?
I have signed up for the app Wag.
Wag. Oh yeah, you did to it's like dog walking, dog sitting.
Yeah, well, I was watching a TikTok of this girl, and I think the girl that I was watching is literally like an influencer. Like, she doesn't need to work or like do this.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, I just signed up for this Wag app, and I can walk dogs like whenever. And I was like, okay, so I love going on walks. I have to walk June all the time. Why not
Get paid to
get paid to do it?
Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be
I
easy.
mean, and you don't have to do it all the time, and I don't even really need to do this. But I'm like, if I'm going to go on a walk, I need to get something out of it.
Sure.
So
does it not make you nervous walking other people's dogs though? Like, what if they're dickheads
well,
and attack people?
I think that you can pick, because like whenever I signed up for, got the app to maybe have somebody walk June sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And you can put in your dog's characteristics, like, do they pull, are they aggressive, and so you have to like leave notes. So
it gets really specific.
I haven't been approved for the app yet because I'm like on a wait list, but I'm assuming that you can accept, or kind of like when you Uber or something, you can accept or whatever. I'm assuming I'll be able to accept the dog or decline.
Yeah.
Based on its.
Surely.
Like, if a dog is like, I'm aggressive and I hate girls, I'm probably not going to walk that dog.
Probably not going to walk that dog. Yeah, you don't just walk up and roll the dice and walk a dog.
If you live in Austin, I might be walking your dog.
That's cool. I like that sort of app income. I did Uber. I don't know if I've talked about this, but I did Uber a lot last year. Like at the back half of the year. And it's kind of fun. I don't know. Like, if I had to rely on it, like, I'm thankful, for the people that, respect to the people that do rely on it full time, because that's a fucking grind.
Yep.
But if you don't, and I'm sure, was it Wag?
Wag.
I'm sure Wag's the same way. Like, since you don't have to work, like, rely on it, you can kind of do it when you want. It's kind of fun.
I just feel like, why not go on a walk and earn some dollars?
I felt the same way about driving. Like, I like driving.
Yeah.
Good at it, and I don't mind it. And it kind of scratches. I don't know if I've talked about this on here, but like, I enjoy driving long, like road trips and shit, and like tour really scratch that itch. But since I haven't done that in a couple years, like, kind of like just getting in and driving and just zoning out, and because you got your drink. Sometimes I have a little snack, some music.
Good to go.
Just go driving. I'm sure it's the same thing. Just go walking.
Yeah, that reminds me. Today is my 1 year anniversary of not one. What the hell? Today is my anniversary. I saw on Facebook of my first wreck I was in. AKA somebody ran a stop sign in your old neighborhood.
Yep.
And I was fine. My car was fine. And I was supposed to go to Dallas that day to go to Six Flags with one of my friends. And I was like, my car isn't that bad. And I just drove my wrecked car all the way to Dallas.
That's so far to drive a broken
car. And I had
car.
just gotten my car too. I think it was like, I got my car on my birthday. And then, literally days later, I was like, finally going on a road trip in my car. Some lady runs a stop sign, and I was like,
how many wrecks have you been in?
I've been in 3. No, I've been in 4.
4?
The first one I was like 6.
Okay, what happened?
And in that one, it was like an 80-year-old man. This one actually is kind of sad.
That's kind of
sad. An 80-year-old man and his wife, it was Thanksgiving Day, ran a stop sign, and their van flipped.
Oh, Jesus.
I think like a few times, and I think he died, the man.
And
boy
turned to dust, huh? 80 flipping a van?
I don't know. I could be wrong. I was 6. And then, no, but I think
he's probably, like, you're 6. He's probably like 35.
Yeah, literally. I'm pretty sure he was old. And then, so in that wreck, my dad broke his back.
God damn.
And I think my mom broke her neck. Yeah.
Jesus.
And us 3 kids were in the back seat, and we were all fine. I had like a scrape on my chin. Justin was fine. I think Courtney was like holding a piece of glass in her car seat.
Oh, I remember you telling me that.
Yeah.
He broke his back.
My dad, and he like walked out of the car to like call somebody, and his back was broken. I don't think he knew yet, but
and then he calmed down and he was like, oh.
That's the one thing I remember. I remember like actually not like other people telling me, is I remember watching my dad get out of the car walk into the ditch, and like he was on his like knees, and then I remember looking at my sister in her car seat, and she was holding a piece of glass.
That is nuts.
And so that was that wreck, and then
that's
this
awful.
one is my favorite story. I was in middle school and I had this friend that went to this cowboy church.
Fire.
And I was like, screw it, I'll go. And so I was going to this cowboy church with her, and then we went to Rock the Desert.
Fire.
And I saw Monster. Skillet play Monster. It was amazing. Anyways, and so then after that, we all got baptized. Like, we came back. The Rock the Desert was in Midland. We came back the next day, and we all got baptized. And I got baptized in a horse trough.
It's a big weekend.
Yeah. And the horse trough was the most iconic part of it all.
Sure.
And then after that, some of my churchies were like, let's go to Rosa's. Dang. And I was like, let's go. So I get in this guy's truck. I think he had to have been like 16 or 17. It was like an old truck, 3 seats in the front.
Classic.
And I was in the middle, no seatbelt. There wasn't one. And there was the guy driving and then my friend on the other side of me. And somebody T-boned us. And I think God did not want me to die right after my baptism because one of my friends that was in the car like held me down because I would have flown through the windshield. So she like held me down. So I didn't fly through, and I was like, thank you. It's because I got baptized.
That's literally why you survived.
Yeah. And then the last one, the most annoying of the wrecks of them all. It was recently, and
oh, yeah.
I bought a car last year.
What a wreck.
It wasn't a wreck, but it was stupid. I was like at a stoplight, and I was in the right lane. And there was a guy, stupid bitch, in the left lane. 2 lanes. And he decides, I need to turn right out of the left lane. And hits me. Goodbye.
Front.
Doesn't have insurance, so we had to pay.
Driver's side of your car so hard.
Didn't have my car for like 2 months.
Yeah, I was so pissed. Not because, I mean, the car being broken sucks, but it's the inconvenience I knew that it was about to cause us. I was like,
you know what?
We're going to have to get it fixed. I'm going to have to do, it's great. Thanks, dude. More shit I got to do. I have
this podcast now, and he still has yet to respond. So I'm just going to go ahead and say, Jalen Ford, the UT football player, fuck you. You owe me $500. Goodbye.
Dickhead. Yeah, so I was like,
so if you know Jalen Ford, the UT football player, just let him know.
Fuck you. Yeah, like I had to get out of the car and like walk away to compose myself.
He goes, sorry.
I was. You don't know how lucky you are, fella, that I took a second. If I would have talked to you the second I got in my car, if I'd have talked to this guy the second I got out of the car, I'd have been so hot.
I know, but I was like,
I got out and I was like, I walked the other direction and just kind of like, and went back and was just like, just give me your insurance.
Yeah, we were very, very calm.
Gave me his insurance. He wasn't on it.
Nope.
Thanks, guy. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Mr. Ford. Fuck you. Anyways.
Dickhead.
What about you? Have you ever been in any wrecks?
I have been in some wrecks, actually. The first one I got in, I was probably about the same age you were when you got in your first one. Kid.
Little?
Kid. So with my grandfather, and we were out at the airport area of Lubbock, which is like north of the city. I don't know what the fuck we were doing out there, but we were turning out of somewhere onto an access road, not even the interstate. T-bone. I was
fine.
Okay?
Okay, good.
Yeah. I don't think either of us were hurt. Just a little sore, you know.
Aww.
I remember screaming. That was fucking scary.
Yeah, car wrecks are terrifying.
It's so scary. And then the second one, I was 16 years old.
Uh-oh.
I had my driver's license for 1 week.
Okay.
Didn't even have the plastic. Had the paper still.
Oh my God, Olivia Rodrigo?
Yes.
Okay.
And I was, so in Lubbock there is something called the South Plains Fair, which is just like an annual
just like the fair.
Carnival, right?
Everybody has a fair.
Fair food, just the classic. And the high school I went to, I was in the marching band, and they had like a band booster building, you know, all the proceeds just supported the band or whatever. They had burgers and shit, like pretty good. It was fun. So if you were a member of the marching band, you could go work, right? Work the stand. So I went with a friend and worked the stand and left super late. And my grandma wanted a funnel cake, so I got a funnel cake and I was driving to her house on the interstate.
Aww.
What happened? My friend was with me and he was like, "Oh, look at this!" And we looked out to the right at the field. And he was like, "Oh, it's crazy over there." And then I looked back and there was a car. No more. I was going 70, 5, whatever, a car no more than 20 feet in front of me. I was going full speed. That car, I'm convinced it was dead stopped in the middle of the road. So I swerved to the left. Didn't want to hit the guardrail. So I swerved to the right. Was going like this. Kind of curved around. Hit the other guardrail and flipped over.
No.
Yeah. Over the guardrail onto the embankment. Like 20 feet prior was the overpass. So if it would have been there, I'd have gone straight to the...
You would have been dead.
I'd have probably died. Which is crazy. So yeah, that was my
you
other
didn't
wreck.
die because I would have never met you.
Straight up. Yeah, had my shit for a week.
Yeah, but what happened to you? Didn't you break your leg or something?
I didn't break my leg. I tore a hamstring.
Oh yeah, and you can still feel it.
You can still feel like the scar tissue. It's really, really gross. I still don't understand how I did that. Like, how did that happen? You know?
I have no idea.
Like, what hit my leg? Did my leg flex in a weird way
Maybe.
and twist? Like, but they said it wasn't a tear. It was like holes, like a tears.
I can't think about it.
Crazy.
I really can't.
Yeah. So it's kind of what you were saying about your dad getting out. I got out, just like, yo.
The adrenaline's pumping.
Yeah, like your adrenaline. I was on my feet, good to go, with my friend Hagen, and I think not even a month prior, he had just finished his last round of chemo.
Horrible.
God, I wanted to die. I felt so bad, and he was bleeding out of his head. He just had some cuts and stuff. But I remember it being pitch black, and he was like, dude, is my head bleeding or is it my hand? Is it my head? And I was like, dude, it's pitch black outside. I don't know. Car was making a weird sound. I was like, let's go down the embankment, get away from the car, whatever. And we were like, calm down, called 911 or whatever. Like, all right, we're straight. Sat down, couldn't get back up. The adrenaline kind of wore off, and my leg felt how it was meaning to feel.
Oh, I can't think about this. It makes my stomach
And
hurt.
holy shit.
Goodbye.
I thought my leg was broken. But I tried to stand up and I was like, oh, I'm not going anywhere. And I was like, I was like screaming and cussing. It hurt so bad. But then the ambulance got me, put me in the back of that hoe and shot me full of whatever. And
You were
I said,
vibing?
oh. I was like, I went from the worst I've ever felt to just totally fine.
Well, thank God you pulled through. Because
That's it. So that's my Rex.
that is horrible.
So scary. Rex are terrifying.
I know. They're so scary.
I got kind of a flashback not long ago. I was taking the van on the interstate in Austin to go get inspected, and almost the exact same thing. Like I
No.
looked to the left, looked back, and the stop and go on 35. I had to swerve around, and I got around and I was fine. And I was like,
It's not again.
yeah.
God
but yeah,
dang.
so that shit sucks.
Well, on a lighter note, I
Yeah.
have something that I would like to speak about.
What is something you would like to speak about?
This is a complete 360.
Okay.
Is that right? 180?
180.
It's just not anywhere
180.
close to what we were talking about.
Yeah.
But I was listening to another podcast, and they were talking about, it was like kind of like a they talk about like news stories on this podcast, and they brought something up, or they were telling a story, and I was completely in shock. And
What?
I would like to know your thoughts.
Cool.
Okay. So there was a couple who got married,
Okay.
and they are Disney adults. Okay.
Cool.
Which,
Respect.
whatever. But they were Disney adults to just the extreme.
Uh-huh.
And so instead of having food at their wedding,
Uh-huh.
they decided to not use the food budget for food.
Forewent.
They forewent.
Foregone. Yeah.
Couple forgoes
Yes.
their food budget
Uh-huh.
so that Minnie Mouse and Mickey Mouse could make a 30-minute appearance when they did their first dance.
Which means the cost of getting Minnie and Mickey is how much?
That's what I want to know, because
That's fucking
it
dumb.
can't be the real Minnie and Mickey from Disney World.
Okay, if you can do both, that's totally fine. But sacrificing the food budget for that is
And
like...
so, the reason the news story is this girl. Oh, I think maybe somebody wrote in. I don't remember the logistics of the story. I just remember that part. But I'm thinking that the girl whose wedding, she was mad because like her aunt was talking shit about her wedding like months past or something. Saying like they didn't have any food.
Yeah.
Because
what a miserable wedding.
I'm just like, how much does Minnie and Mickey cost for 30 minutes?
If I went to a wedding and sat down at the reception and they're like, "Guess what? No food," I would leave.
Yeah,
I'd be like,
I came here for the food.
like I'll dap up the wedding party and have a beer and then see my ass out of there.
But
and
you
go
know
to
for a
Whataburger.
fact they don't have food or they don't have beer if they didn't have
True.
food.
Yeah. That's
For Minnie and Mickey.
That's horrible. No,
was
that's
like,
half the fun for me. If I go to a wedding,
I need to eat.
You go to the wedding for the reception. No, let's go eat the ceremony, and then you go have drinks, eat, and chill.
I was in shock when I heard that.
Awful decision. Awful. Our food was good at our wedding. What do we have?
I don't remember. We had tacos, but I don't remember eating it. I don't remember any of our wedding.
I remember.
And I wasn't even drunk.
Was I? I wasn't drunk. I was feeling loose.
The only drink I had was whenever we did our
wine
our champagne.
Some people were fucked up.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't fucked up. I was feeling like.
The only thing I can remember about our wedding at the top of my head is what?
What?
What? Oh well, now I'm remembering something else.
No, keep going.
Here's a few things.
Here's a few things.
The videographer made me had a panic attack minutes before my wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. With peace and love. And then I remember somebody at the reception requesting a song saying that I requested it, which was over and over again. My Tim McGraw and Nelly. I did not request that.
That's fire.
And the DJ made an announcement. This one is the bride wanted to hear it. I was like, I didn't.
That's funny.
And then Austin just reminded me, I'll never forget, well, first of all, Austin was nowhere to be found the whole reception, if we're being honest. I think I saw you like once.
He
was in the boys' room.
That could not be more
the
untrue.
whole time. And so Blue Moon?
Neon Moon.
I don't know. Neon Moon starts playing, and he comes up to me for the first time I've seen the whole reception and says, "Hey, wait right here. I want to dance with you during the song." Mm. And I was like, cool. And I'm standing there waiting for my groom. And where is he? Oh, he's in the freaking boys' dressing room for the whole duration of the song. And I'm standing there on the dance floor alone, the bride, no groom. And I will never forget.
Okay.
I will never.
I don't know what you want. I tried to make amends at someone's wedding. They played Neon Moon. I was like, let's dance. No. And I was like, oh, come on.
I was like, oh, so now you're going to ask? You want me to dance at somebody else's wedding to the song and not my own? Cool. Goodbye.
You're done. Anyway. You motherfucker. Okay. Anything else? What we got?
Let's end this episode with you saying very nice things about me.
Okay. I can do that. I'm down. The third thing is, or it was technically a question. Someone asked how I started drumming.
Yes, Adam. I used to work with Man United. He wanted to know.
Cool. Do you want me to talk about that?
Sure.
I'll talk about that a little bit. So I started playing drums when I was 15.
Okay, cute.
It's kind of, sort of funny story. I got into drums because of the Rock Band. I fucking mentioned it earlier. How crazy. Rock Band. The game Rock Band. It's the only reason I have rhythm. Fun fact. Or not only reason I have rhythm, but in terms of like executing it through percussion.
Okay.
Is because of Rock Band. My friend Logan.
You were literally also in marching band.
But I played trumpet. I had to play drums.
Still have to have rhythm.
Yeah, I had rhythm, but doing this is way different.
Yes.
You can be on time, but still not be good at.
Yes.
You know, whatever. My friend Logan and I, Logan plays guitar for Randall King. Mm-hmm. Old homie, like oldest friend.
Vintage friend.
Yeah, vintage friend. His parents went to like high school with my parents and shit, like OG. He came over one night and my dad was like, help me tear apart this junk car and take the metal to the scrapyard and we'll use that money to go get Rock Band. And I was like, let's
on my way.
You have never seen two young boys more motivated to tear apart a fucking car. So we did that, went and got Rock Band, and stayed up probably that whole night and played it together.
That's so fun. And now you're a drummer.
And so I played that game so much all the time. Developed a little rhythm. I kind of had it figured out a little bit.
Some coordination. Sorry for the unprofessionalism.
And then finally, it was like, I want to play real drums. And so parents took me when I was like 15 and went to Guitar Center in Lubbock and got a little drum kit.
Cute. We love them for that.
And the rest is history.
And now he's drumming for Metallica.
Super not. But I do be playing drums now.
Yeah.
And I will be playing them next weekend. And I just found out that I got to do another piece of the puzzle. So that's fun. I'll have something. I get to learn something new this week for the live performance. So yeah, it'll be fun. But anyway, yeah, that's the
story of
that's the story. I'm
Mr. Drummer.
I'm trying to teach Katelynn how to play drums.
I was pretty good at it.
Yeah, you caught on really quick. That would actually be like a fun little video or something like that.
Yeah, we should do that again.
Something.
I need to practice my I already forgot.
You could do it. That'd be a good TikTok.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, drumming, like you trying to play things after me or something, or like levels of difficulty. Me trying to like teach you stuff.
Yeah, we should do that.
That'd be kind of fun.
That would be fun.
Yeah, and then you'll
comment down below if you want to see us play drums.
Yeah, I could do it. We can do a drum playthrough.
We're doing it either way.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay. So love you. You didn't say a single nice thing about me though. Whatever I asked.
Okay. I'll say some nice. How many nice things do you want me to say about you?
30.
30? You want me to sit on the podcast and say 30 nice things about you?
Yes.
I will tell you some nice things.
Okay, what?
I love you.
Aw.
You're beautiful.
Aw.
You're cute.
Aw.
You've been really putting together some great outfits lately.
Thanks.
Looking really cute. I like your shoes.
Thanks.
I'm excited to go on a trip with you.
Me too.
This week. Or I'll be leaving this week and you'll
when
meet
you're
me next
listening
week.
to this, we're already there.
Yeah. You will hear this when this will probably be the second one that we put up. So next.
I will have just left.
No.
I will
You'll
be there.
still be here.
No, I won't.
You'll still be here. I'll be gone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So when you hear this, I will be gallivanting in Europe.
Yeah, goodbye. Probably being unloyal.
No. No, not that. And then the one you hear after this, we will both be gallivanting in Europe.
Yes, sir.
Having a good time.
Yes,
so
sir.
when we get back, we'll be on normal schedule. I mean, this appears as normal schedule, but we did like 3 this weekend. So
we did 2.
2. We're doing another one this week. So anyway, thanks for listening.
Here's us from the past.
Here's us from the past. You're hearing the past. Not 2 days or 3 days in the past. You're hearing it like 2 weeks in the past. Pretty fucking cool how that works out.
We love you so much.
Follow at HighJunePod on Twitter
and TikTok and Instagram
and subscribe on YouTube.
Send us
all
an
that
email.
Fun shit. Hit us with an email. Send us questions. Send us prompts.
Anything. Y'all suck at sending us stuff.
No, they actually don't. We get good responses. No.
I'm just kidding.
People are comment, subscribe, like, share,
review,
rate, all that fun shit.
Anything
and
for us.
Talk to you on the next one.
We love you.
Cheers.
We love you.